Hi guys, welcome back to Rain Beyond. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make crescent rolls. I'm going to be using a recipe from tasteofhome.com, and I'll link that down in the description below. So let's get going. Okay guys, so what you're going to need is you're going to need 1 tablespoon of yeast, 1 teaspoon and 1/3 cup of sugar, a 1/2 cup of warm water, a 1/2 cup of butter, or also just known as half the stick of butter. You're going to need a 1/2 cup of warm milk, 1 egg, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and 4 cups of all-purpose flour. Mix it up in a bowl, or you can also use a stand mixer. So to start off, you're going to want to take your bowl, and you're going to take your yeast and 1 teaspoon of sugar, and you're going to dissolve that in your warm water. Just like so. And you're going to need a spoon for this too. And mix it up. My water is not the hottest, so it might not dissolve quite as easily. You use a spoon, or you can also just use a whisk. Just gonna want to whisk this up and dissolve that into your water. Next, you're going to want to add your butter, milk, egg, salt, and remaining sugar. And you're going to want to add 1/2 of your flour, so 2 cups of flour. And you're going to want to beat this all up until smooth. And I'll be back when that is smooth. Okay guys, so now that I've made it all smooth, I actually used a hand mixer. You're going to want to add your remaining flour and mix that all up until this forms a soft dough. And if you need to, make sure you washed your hands. You can just take this off, and it's going to get a little bit messy, but just kind of knead it with your fingers, and that's kind of how it works. So the next step is to just knead it. So I still have a little bit of flour left, so a good trick for that is when you're going to go ahead and knead it, you can just take out the extra flour out of your bowl, and we're just going to knead it together into our dough. And how you knead is you just push it forward, then fold it again. Push it forward, fold it again. Turn, fold, push, push. And then you can also kind of squeeze it like that. And we're pretty much just going to be kneading this until it turns into an elastic dough and is all incorporated. This is going to take about 6 to 8 minutes, But you're pretty much just doing it until it's all incorporated and kind of stretchy. All stretchy, just like this. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to take your bowl and you just want to put it in there and kind of just take out all the extra flour out of there. And you can also use a mixer for this too. You'd still have to knead it for the 6 to 8 minutes, but you can take the mixer and incorporate all the flour into it. You're just going to want to keep kneading it. So the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to take a bowl. This is small, but it's what I have. And you're going to want to go ahead and grease the bowl. I just have some avocado oil. You're just going to kind of put some oil on the bottom. You can also use this with butter or olive oil. And just kind of bring it around the side of the bowl. Push it in there. Once the top gets all done, then you're going to want to flip it over and put the bottom in. And then we're going to cover this and in a warm place for 1 hour. Let's get on with that. Okay guys, so once you've let your dough rest for an hour, and this is mine, you're going to take a board. I just have a butcher block right here. You're going to take some flour, dust that on top. You do not need a lot of it though, because you don't want it to dry out the dough. But you're going to take your dough now, it's kind of big, and you're going to want to smash it down with your hands, and then roll it into a 12-inch circle. So after you've finished your 12-inch thing, mine's a little bit bigger, you're going to take your knife and you're going to cut them into little triangles. So you're just going to want to cut down the center. It might be a little bit hard. You might, instead of like just cutting it like this, you might want to kind of rock your knife back and forth as you go down. And want to cut it in half again. So now it's just in 4 equal pieces. Cut it in half this way, kind of making a pizza pie. You're gonna want to cut it in half this way, Remember too, these, you don't want them to make them too big, so you're also going to want to cut them in half again. So after you have finished all of your little dough triangles, you're going to want to take one. So you're going to want to take your corner and then just kind of roll it up. So you're just going to kind of make some rolls, just like so, like that. And you are going to set this and just keep it there, actually. You kind of just like tuck that in. And that is your first croissant. So I'll be back when all of these are all done. So after you've got all your rolls rolled up, you're going to want to take them and just put them onto a baking sheet, just like this, and you're going to want to fill up the whole pan. So after you've done that, I should have another baking sheet of these too. You want to space them out a little bit, and you're going to want to make sure your oven is preheated to 350. You're going to want to stick these in for 10 to 12 minutes, or until they're golden brown. So I'll see you when that happens. Okay guys, so as you can see, they came out of the oven and they are golden brown. My camera would focus. Anyway, they just came out of the oven. And they're little crescent rolls. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more of my videos, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. If you like this video, please hit that like button. And don't forget to venture off to the beyond. Bye guys!